Italy was the first major European country to be hit by the coronavirus, and it struggled to cope. The EU was nowhere to be found, something the Commission's president has now formally acknowledged.
Yes, it is true that no one was really ready for this. It is also true that too many were not there on time when Italy needed a helping hand at the very beginning. And yes, for that, it is right that Europe as a whole offers a heartfelt apology.
After a 3-week lockdown, the British government finally announced its plan. It decided not to relax any of the current restrictions and follow the advice given by Britain's Scientific Advisory Group for Emergencies.
And I want to be really clear about this. The advice from SAGE is that relaxing any of the measures currently in place would risk damage to both public health and our economy. But based on this advice, which we very carefully considered, the government has decided that the current measures must remain in place for at least the next 3 weeks.
The UK follows France and Germany in extending restrictions, while some other European countries are slowly relaxing their lockdowns. With almost 1 million COVID-19 cases, Europe is in the eye of the storm, according to the World Health Organization. In Spain, care workers and the elderly are now finally being tested.
Case numbers across the region continue to climb. In the past 10 days, the number of cases reported in Europe have nearly doubled to close to 1 million. This means that about 50% of the global burden of COVID-19 is in this region.
There's some optimism, with several of the worst-hit countries now having fewer infected patients. In Sweden, you'd be forgiven for thinking there's no pandemic panic. People are asked to social distance, but in Stockholm, life, in many respects, seems to have carried on as normal. There have been fewer cases, but with over 600 new infections and 1,300 COVID-19 deaths, some are calling for radical measures there too. Across Europe, medical and care staff continue treating hundreds of thousands of people who've contracted the virus, as countries tread a fine line between protecting people and trying to kickstart their economies. This tribute by artist Jamie Wardley symbolises the renewed respect now being shown to health workers. Iolo dafydd, TRT World.